I'm very pleased to tell you about the Council's budget, which we are publishing today for agreement later in the month at the full Council meeting. In setting our budget, we must find the right balance between protecting the most vulnerable people across our district, improving the services we provide to all our residents, and investing in our local economy. And we must make sure that our reserves are healthy to respond to growing pressures, particularly within our children and adult care needs, and for it to be available as rainy day money. This past year, we've had very many pressures in our social care budgets for children and adults, and this is a trend across the country and will continue. As a result, we've had to ask the government to provide some extra funding, which we will pay back over time. If we receive this money, we will be able to bolster our reserves, our rainy day money, which is now very low. We only have 1 day's worth of expenditure in reserves at £3.4 million. And government support of an extra £3 million is sought to keep our services strong, and we can continue to improve them over the next 12 months. In making this request, the Council is one of many across the country that believe it has no choice but to seek additional funding. In 2024, 19 other councils felt it necessary to request exceptional financial support, and a number of others are expected to follow this year. Whilst we are strapped for day-to-day spending money, we can invest through grant money we receive from government and developers, as well as some affordable borrowing that we make ourselves, and we have a capital programme next year of over £60 million. Among the capital projects scheduled for delivery next year are £18.6 million delivering a new solar farm at Graiseley, and improvements to local roads and pavements, including £10 million on highways improvements, £400,000 on pavement improvements, and £300,000 on bridge maintenance projects. We'll also introduce more 20-mile-per-hour zones in urban areas, following the Thiel low-speed zone. We'll have improvements to our local schools, including £2.3 million replacing 8 classrooms at Falkland Primary School, which are currently in old prefabricated modular buildings. £1 million providing 2 additional classrooms at Brookfield School. £886,000 on 4 new classrooms at the Castle School, and a further 15 rebuilding or repair programmes in schools across the district, with many more small but important works implemented. We'll invest £2.4 million on a nutrient neutrality programme to deliver and develop projects to reduce the nutrients entering the River Lambourne, and £50,000 to provide real-time passenger information in bus stops and other public transport infrastructure projects. The net revenue budget, that is the day-to-day operating costs of the Council for 2025-26 of £186 million, will be spent delivering statutory services for residents. These services, used by you daily, include waste and recycling collections, maintaining open spaces, housing, social care, libraries, public health and protection, and education in schools, and a great deal more. As part of the preparation of this year's budget, the Council consulted on a number of proposals affecting frontline services. A total of 1,717 responses were received, and after considering the feedback, the following changes have been made. Downland Sports Centre will remain open. A proposal had been made to remove it from the leisure management contract with Everyone Active, but as with several other leisure facilities, including Northcroft and Kennet, we believe we can invest in Downlands and improve the offering. Streetlights will be dimmed in residential roads between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. rather than being switched off completely between midnight and 5 a.m. There will be some changes that we consulted on, including reducing the money invested in dog bins. But we are seeing parishes and town councils coming forward with offers to take over some of them, and this should mitigate any reductions. We also consulted on working with the voluntary sector to help our vulnerable residents as we re-provision our 3 resource centres, which, if anything, were competing with excellent facilities provided by others. And we will replace the mobile library with more book home delivery services and pop-up libraries like the new one at Kempton Village Hall. These are our proposals going to Council at the end of the month. In speaking to you, I am trying to strike a balance between describing the severe day-to-day spending pressures we face and how we are finding ways to invest in better facilities and improve our services. Our finances are very difficult, but we are finding ways to improve services and facilities to you, our residents. We are also transforming the way we do things, and you should see continuing improvements in our services. Greater efficiency has enabled us to invest in our sports centres and our libraries as examples. And as a further example, when several family accommodation units come on stream later this month at Walnut House in Thatcham, we should then have no children living in bed and breakfast accommodation across the district. This will make a huge difference to the lives of these children and their families. We must protect, invest in and improve our services, and I'm confident that this budget will achieve these aims. Together, councillors and council officers and staff, we will continue to deliver services you can be proud of and which we are proud to deliver. Thank you very much.